the frequency of connection. Edgar Cayce's predictions. The air felt heavy, alive with an unspoken force, as Dr. Evelyn Darnell and Dr. Jason Cole descended deeper into the Nevada desert, their boots crunching over the dry earth. They had come to explore something elusive, something beyond the visible, an ancient nexus of magnetic energy buried beneath the vast, empty expanse. For years, their research had centered on the idea that certain areas of Earth, vortexes of power, held secrets to a hidden force that connected the planet to something greater, something cosmic. But these weren't just places of folklore. The pyramids of Egypt, the Bermuda Triangle, and the deserts of Arizona and New Mexico had long been associated with extraordinary phenomena. Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, had spoken of these places as centers of mystical power, saying that they were connected not only to Earth's magnetic fields, but also to a larger cosmic consciousness that humanity had once been attuned to and could reconnect with. "Do you feel it?" Evelyn asked, her hand brushing against the cavern wall. The air hummed with energy, something intangible but undeniable. Jason adjusted his instruments, his brow furrowing. The readings were off the charts, far beyond what they'd predicted. The magnetic field here was unusually strong, pulsing with rhythmic intensity. "These places," he murmured, "they're not just geographical anomalies, they're windows into something bigger." Evelyn nodded, pulling out a series of old maps and journals from Cayce's predictions. According to the famous psychic, Earth's magnetic fields had specific power spots, aligned with sacred sites and ley lines, lines of energy that crisscross the planet. He had also spoken of an impending consciousness renaissance in 2024, a global awakening tied to humanity's rediscovery of these ancient energies. "Look here," Evelyn pointed to one of Cayce's writings. He predicted that in 2024, humanity would experience a rise in collective consciousness, a shift in how we perceive reality. He claimed that our connection to these vortexes would play a central role in that shift. Jason studied the notes closely. He believed that the Earth's magnetic fields weren't just natural phenomena, but conduits to higher consciousness. These sites, like the Bermuda Triangle, the pyramids of Giza, and the vortices in Arizona and New Mexico, serve as focal points for cosmic energy, almost like ancient transmitters. People in the past may have been far more in tune with this force, but over time, that knowledge was lost. Indeed, there was substantial scientific evidence suggesting that Earth's magnetic fields were anything but static. Research into geomagnetic anomalies and tectonic shifts has shown that magnetic fields can have significant impacts on human health and behavior. Some studies suggest that exposure to geomagnetic storms could affect sleep patterns, mood, and cognitive function. More intriguingly, scientists have discovered that Earth's magnetosphere acts as a shield, protecting life from harmful solar radiation and cosmic rays. But what if it also served as a gateway, a bridge between physical reality and a higher state of consciousness? "Think about how ancient cultures constructed their sacred sites," Evelyn said, her voice tinged with excitement. "The Great Pyramid of Giza aligns precisely with the magnetic field of the Earth. The pyramid's complex geometry has been shown to correspond with the Earth's natural energy grid." Jason checked his instruments again, sensing that they were on the verge of something monumental. Cayce said that these sites were more than just symbols of ancient wisdom. They were designed to open channels of energy and consciousness, helping individuals access a higher state of awareness. The cosmic consciousness, as he described it, was a universal field of knowledge, a mental and spiritual resonance connecting all beings. Evelyn thought back to Cayce's predictions. He spoke of a time when the world would rediscover the power of these sites, aligning with Earth's natural rhythms to unlock humanity's full potential. What if 2024 is that year? What if we're already feeling the effects of this awakening? The idea seemed speculative, but it wasn't entirely outside the realm of possibility. In fact, recent discoveries in physics and neuroscience were beginning to suggest that human consciousness could be far more interconnected with the physical world than previously thought. Quantum mechanics, for example, had revealed that particles could be entangled across vast distances, implying that the boundaries between individual minds and the cosmos might be far blurrier than assumed. We've always thought of consciousness as something inside the brain, isolated and individual, Jason said, rubbing his chin thoughtfully. But what if, like Cayce suggested, it's part of a much larger system? Maybe these magnetic anomalies aren't just random. Maybe they're tapping into this collective consciousness. As they ventured deeper into the cavern, the magnetic field seemed to grow stronger, more intense. The readings surged once again. The air shimmered. Evelyn's breath caught in her throat as an unfamiliar sensation washed over her. It was as though the very space around them was vibrating in harmony with something much larger than the Earth itself. "What if these places are truly like tuning forks?" she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "What if they help align our brains with this universal field of knowledge, this cosmic consciousness?" Jason turned to her, eyes wide. "Then perhaps we're standing on the edge of a profound transformation, not just for us, but for all of humanity." If Cayce was right, 2024 could be a moment when we all awaken to this hidden truth. A renaissance of consciousness. The vibrations deepened, and a sudden clarity washed over them both. The Earth, with its magnetic fields and natural vortexes, seemed to be a kind of receiver, an amplifier, perhaps, of a greater cosmic intelligence, one that humanity had long forgotten, but was now on the verge of rediscovering. Just as suddenly, the sensation began to subside. The cavern's pulse slowed, and the instruments returned to their baseline readings. The magnetic fields returned to normal, but the air remained charged with the echo of something larger, something undeniable. Jason spoke first. "If we can learn to tap into this energy, to align ourselves with the Earth's natural frequencies, then perhaps we can awaken the kind of knowledge that ancient civilizations knew." Maybe that's what Cayce was getting at, humanity's potential to transcend its limitations by reconnecting with the planet. Evelyn nodded, looking out into the vast desert. "If this is true, then we are on the brink of something extraordinary. But it's not just about science. It's about understanding that we are part of a much larger system, a web of consciousness that spans the Earth and the cosmos." As they left the cavern, the sun setting over the horizon, they both knew the implications of their discovery were vast. The shift Cayce predicted in 2024 might not just be a spiritual awakening. It could be the beginning of humanity's true renaissance, a new era where science and consciousness come together in ways the world has yet to comprehend. The journey was just beginning, and perhaps at last, humanity would remember what it had once forgotten: the ancient power of the Earth, the keys to a cosmic consciousness, and the incredible potential that lay within each of us. If you liked this story, please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for upcoming videos. Until then, let your imagination run wild. We'll get there.